Okay, so believe it or not, you're almost done. These are some important final steps. There's an installer report right here that tells us that we have the number of errors that we had. And fortunately, we see 0 errors in the deployment, 0 errors in the update, and 0 warnings. Yay, this is what you want to see, okay? I have not yet run into a situation where I had any errors here, and hopefully you never will either, okay? But this is great to see. Step 2, this is an important step. We need to resave our permalinks in our site. And the reason for that, there's some technical reasons, a little outside the scope of this course, but the reason for that is that it updates some of the rules in the htaccess file. It basically is a quick way to do that. So the nice thing is that all we need to do is just click this button. It's going to bring us directly to the correct page within our website in order to do that. So let's go ahead and do that. But of course, in order to do that, we need to log into our site. So it's going to the site, it's trying to find the site, and of course, it's asking us to log in because this requires a login. So how do we log in? What login information do we use? Well, what do you think? This is a perfect copy of your old site. So yeah, your old admin account that you were using on your previous site will work here as well too. So in my case, mine happened to be RoboBunny, and I've got my super secret password. There we go. I hope I typed that in right. We'll find out soon enough. I'm going to go ahead and click login. And did I type my password in correctly? Yes, I did. Okay, so it brings us directly to the permalink setting. And what you'll want to do is presumably stick with the same permalink settings that you had before, okay? In this case, I was using a custom structure. All this really means you just need to click the Save Changes button, okay? It will default to the same structure that you had before. You won't have to change anything. You just scroll down and just click the Save Changes button. See how easy this is? Okay, you have updated your permalink setting. Let's go back here and see what we need to do next. Next, test the site. All right, let's go ahead and test this site. We'll click that. And of course, it's telling us there's nothing here. Wait a second, but there should be something here. Do you know what's happening here? Let's take a look at CyberDuck and let's see what's going on here. I'm going to go ahead and click refresh, and we see, whoa, there's a whole bunch of files here. And what this is that all of these files, all the archive file got extracted by the installer, okay, and installed here automatically. That's nice that you didn't have to do that, okay? Now, what's happening, however, is that we have right here, remember when I mentioned before that right here, there's nothing here, was located inside this index.html file. This is the old index file. This is the new one right here, but it looks like this one is being served instead. So we just need to get rid of that, okay? If I want to verify, okay, before I hit delete on anything, if I just want to take a quick look, I'm going to go ahead and click the edit button just to see. And we see, yes, that's the file that says this. There's nothing here. So this is the file we want to delete. So I'm going to go ahead and just click delete on that. We've gotten rid of that. And so now we should be in a good place. Let's go ahead and hit reload on this, and fingers crossed. Oh, look at that. We've moved our entire site over and it looks like it's working. Let's take a look and check this out. Yes, everything's there. Let's see if, yeah, all the images have been moved over. Let's see if all the audio files got moved over as well too. Yeah, everything got moved over. That's fantastic. Okay, this is great. So now you'll probably want to take the time to test out every single page on your site. I'm just going to go ahead and go back here to the front page. But let's assume that we've gone ahead and done that. The last thing we need to do here is the file cleanup. Now there's 2 ways of doing this, okay? We'll notice that in the actual administrative panel here, there's actually a pretty big, no matter which page you go on here, there's a pretty big notice here that's telling you, hey, Resave Duplicator install files still exists in the root directory. Please delete these files to avoid possible security issues. It is quite a security issue to leave these files here, so we want to remove these files. Now you can do it from within here, okay, by just clicking remove files now. And what I find is that it works for most of them. There's a little cleanup here, but then there'll be this last one right here sometimes gets an error. It's in red here and it gives me an error. So before I move on, let's take a look at what's going on in CyberDuck. I'm going to go ahead and click refresh here, and it looks to me like everything gets deleted, the installer file, except for this archive file. This big massive archive file is still here. We don't need this archive file anymore because we've already extracted everything. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this right now just by clicking delete. So I don't know why it doesn't delete automatically from using this method right here, but for some reason it doesn't. It deletes all the installer files. It just doesn't delete the actual archive file. But everything looks good here. Let's go back to the dashboard, and that message is gone. And congratulations, you've just migrated your entire website over to a new location. And by the way, in case you're wondering, yes, the old one is still up. Old location confidential, I gotta spell it right, confidentialrecords.ca. The old one is still up. Okay, so now you have 2 copies of your website up. You'll probably want to go to the old one and delete that one, but the new one is up, and that's how you migrate an entire WordPress website. I hope that makes sense. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial series. If you do have any questions, please feel free to ask me. I will do my very best to answer your questions. I can't go in and fix your site for you, but I can certainly address any address any issues you have to the best of my abilities. Any questions you might have, please feel free to contact me, and I'll do my very best to answer those questions. So good luck. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. For ad-free versions of all my videos and other bonus content, check out my online courses at robobunny.attack.com. Thanks for watching.